Hello friend and welcome, namaste. Thank you for joining me for today's YouTube flow. So we're going to keep it nice and simple today. I've decided to do a class focused on lower back pain. So if you are someone, for instance, a woman that it's your time of the month and you get a little bit of lower back pain or strain, or you're working in a job that perhaps brings you quite a lot of lower back pain, then this class is definitely for you. We're going to be working with a few simple postures to help alleviate that strain and bring in a little bit more movement into the lower back area. So you don't need anything in particular for today's class. However, if you do have a block handy, then you're more than welcome to grab that, as we may be using it at the end of the class. But you don't need one, it's totally cool. So without me rambling on too much, let's get started. Bring your knees nice and wide, big toes together. Allow your torso to hang heavy. Come into extended child's pose. So reaching the fingertips nice and long. Allow your forehead to hang and rest on the mat. You can take a few wiggles to get nice and comfortable here. Perhaps closing down the eyes if that feels safe for you. Noticing the ground underneath you, feeling completely supported in this posture. Nothing to do, nowhere to be other than here. Soften the face, soften the belly, even the muscles around the eyes. And just begin to notice the quality of your breath. Is it smooth and rhythmic, or perhaps a little bit shallow up in the chest? Be with how it is. And begin to bring a little bit awareness to the breath now. So start inhaling into the lower belly. Trying to find a little bit more rhythm, a little bit more smoothness. Equal length inhalations, equal length exhalations. Breathing in and out through the nose. Take 5 more final breaths as you are here. Allowing each exhale to ground you further into earth. Perhaps feeling like you're softening just that little bit more. One more final breath in. Exhale out through the mouth. And your next inhale, begin to walk both hands towards the right hand side, lateral stretch. Head follows. And see if where you land here, you can begin to bring your awareness to your left rib cage. Can you feel it expand on the inhale and fall away on the exhale? One more breath in. Exhale back through center, opposite side. Walk the hands towards the left side of the mat. Feel your ribcage expanding. Exhale, drawing away. Take an inhale, come back through center. Roll yourself up to a neutral tabletop position. So hands are underneath shoulders, shoulder distance. Knees are underneath hips, hip distance. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. Toes can be tucked or untucked, up to you. Take an inhale, drop the belly towards the ground, gaze up towards the sky. Spread through the collarbones, cow pose. Exhale, tuck the chin, round through the spine, push the mat away. Inhale, gaze up, look up. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, gaze up, look up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, round through the spine. Really press the mat away here. Inhale. Really draw your heart through the chest. Exhale, round. Inhale one last time. Tilt your hips towards the sky. Exhale, round. Take an inhale, come back to a neutral tabletop. Plug into your left hand. Take an inhale, sweep your right arm towards the sky. Open your right chest towards the sky. Exhale, thread your arm through the left. Thread your arm through the left arm. Take an inhale, sweep your right arm towards the sky. And exhale, thread it under and through. Lower your right ear towards the mat. Take an inhale, sweep it up. And exhale, thread it through. This time actually lower your right ear towards the mat. So hips are hovering over the knees. Option to stay here, or if you'd like to extend your left arm long for a little bit more of a stretch. Come back to your breath. One more deep breath in. And exhale. Draw your left hand back in if it was extended and come back the same way you came down. So take an inhale, sweep your right arm towards the sky. And exhale, place it back down. Opposite side now, plug into your right hand. Take an inhale, sweep the left arm towards the sky. Exhale, thread it under and through. Lower the left ear towards the mat. Inhale, sweep the arm up and overhead. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale one last time. And smile. Exhale, thread it through. Option to lower the left ear towards the mat. You can stay here, extend the right arm long. Perching up on the fingertips. Breathe where you land and notice perhaps here as you inhale you can feel your belly push out against the thighs. Exhale, your belly draws up and in. So every time in yoga when your mind starts wandering, which is completely normal, gently guide your awareness, guide your attention back to the breath. One last final inhale here, and exhale. Draw your right hand back towards center, left arm up and overhead. And exhale, place your left palm on the mat. Neutral tabletop position. Tuck your toes under, really press the mat away from you here. Allow your knees to hover off the mat a few inches. Press the mat away. Take an inhale. Exhale, keep that bend in the knees as you send your hips up and back, down dog. So first down dog of the day. Take any movements that you need here. All 10 toes facing forward, spreading into the fingertips. And straighten one leg, bend into the other. What is your body calling for right now? Would you like some movement, perhaps stillness? Either way, just listen to your body. Take one more final inhale, and then exhale, come to stillness in your down dog. Come to the breath. Take an inhale, and exhale. Start to walk your hands towards the back of the mat. Your weight is back in the heels. Take an inhale, halfway lift, hands on shins. Spine is nice and long. Exhale, forward fold. Option to have your knees bent here. Allow your torso and your head to hang heavy. Option 2, clasp onto opposite elbows for ragdoll. Can stay still, or if you'd like to sway your torso from side to side. Neck is nice and light, nice and long. Keep that nice bend in your knees, opening up through the backside body. Soften the face. Soften your expectations. You can have your eyes closed, so even if you're swaying side by side, it doesn't matter what it looks like. It matters what it feels like to you. Take an inhale, release the bind of the arms. Halfway lift, hands on shins. Exhale, take a bend into the knees. Point all 10 toes towards the outer edges of the mat, coming into a Yogi Squat or Malasana. So hands can be at heart center. And then gently swaying from side to side, opening up through the hips. Slight tuck of the tailbone here. Press the elbows into the inner thighs. And your thumbs at your sternum. Gazing forward. Inhale deeply. Exhale, let it go. Two more times like that. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Take an inhale, place your right palm on the ground, sweep your left arm towards the sky. Breathe here. Exhale, release hands through heart center. Take your left palm down on the ground. Inhale, sweep your right arm towards the sky. Exhale, back through heart center. Take an inhale here. Get light and long. And exhale, place both palms on the ground. Start to straighten through the legs. Come back into your ragdoll position. And clasping onto opposite elbows. Sway by side by side. Now release the bind. Come onto your fingertips, hands underneath shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, bring both hands towards the right hand side. So feel that nice deep stretch underneath the shoulder. Exhale, back through center. And opposite side, extend both hands towards the left hand side of the mat. Again, your knees can be bent here or straight. And exhale, release. Come to down dog. Extend your arms long out in front of you. Send your hips up and back. Wrapping the outer arms in towards one another. Gaze towards navel. Take an inhale, lift heels, bend knees. Lower the knees towards the mat. Send your legs towards the right hand side. Come to sit onto your bum. Take a bend into the left knee. Right foot comes up and over towards the outer edge of your left foot. Ensure that both hips are grounded here. It's coming into a little twist. Place your right palm behind you. Take an inhale, sweep your left arm towards the sky. Flex into your left foot. Exhale, left elbow comes onto right knee. Spiraling the shoulders open, gazing over your right shoulder. One more deep breath in. And exhale, release. We'll do the opposite side now. So take a bend into your right leg. Swing your left foot towards the outer edge of your right knee. Again, making sure that both sit bones are grounded here. Place your left palm behind you. Take an inhale, right arm comes towards the sky. And exhale, right elbow towards left knee, opening up through the chest. Gaze can be down or over the left shoulder. Maybe even feeling a click in the lower back. Feel that releasing of tension. And it's so common to have this lower back pain, so these postures will really help to ease that away. Take one more final inhale. And exhale, release. Extend the legs out in front of you. Come to lie on your back. Legs are out long. Now, option here, if you have your block, you can clasp onto that. You don't need a block, it's totally okay, so that option is there. Take a bend into your knees, soles of the feet are grounded into earth, neck is nice and long on the ground. See if you can reach your fingertips towards the ankles. So your feet are hip distance here, really root your feet into the earth. Take an inhale and extend your hips towards the sky. So push the hips up And again, if you were using the block, you can place the block in between your thighs. And if you don't have a block, imagine that you have an imaginary one there. So really pushing the hips towards the sky. Grounding into all four corners of the feet. Option to stay here if you'd like to interlace the fingers behind your back. Allow your chest to expand a little bit further. Breathe here, soften the face. Two more breaths. And has your mind wandered, can you bring it back to breath? One more final breath in. And exhale, release the bind of the hands if you had so, lower the hips towards the earth. Release the block if you had that in between your thighs. And we'll do that for 2 more times. Just reconnect back to the breath. Again, placing the block in between the thighs. Take an inhale, push your hips towards the sky. An option to stay here if you'd like to interlace the fingers behind your back. Keep pressing the knuckles into the earth, extending your chest a little bit further towards the sky, opening the heart space, strengthening the lower back. Two more breaths. Really squeeze your butt in these postures. Avoid the crunching in the lower back. One more deep breath in. And exhale, release and lower. And do that one more time. Take one inhale to reset. Exhale, side out. Take an inhale, plug into all four corners of the feet. Extend your hips towards the sky. Interlace the hands if that feels good for you. Keep sending your hips up. How smooth can you keep your breath in these perhaps difficult postures? One more final breath in. And exhale, lower. Nice work. Release the block if you had that in between the thighs. Extend your legs long out in front of you. And just allow everything to soften. Perhaps feeling a little bit more grounded into the earth, into what's underneath you right now, feeling fully supported where you are. Eyes can be closed. Take an inhale, draw your knees up towards your chest. You can clasp onto opposite elbows or hands underneath the knees. Lower your neck back down onto the ground. So allow your shoulders and your lower back to be grounded here. You can roll from side to side to give yourself a nice little lower back massage. Again, intuitively moving in whatever way, whatever form your body is asking for. And take an inhale. Extend your arms long out to the side to a T-like position. Your palms can be facing up towards the earth. Inhale here, and exhale. Place both knees towards the left hand side. So your right knee is on top of the left. Easy twist. Option to stay here or gaze towards the right hand. And both feet are hovering off the mat. Maybe your mind is feeling a little bit more settled now. Maybe it's thinking of something else that you need to do, somewhere you need to be. Guide your awareness back to this present moment, the only time where place exists. Take an inhale, draw your knees back through center. And exhale, opposite side, allow your knees to hover towards the right hand side. Gaze towards the left fingertips. And find stillness wherever you land. It's not often that we give ourselves permission to relax and soften in a world where striving is deemed to be progressing in the world. And the sense of busyness is rewarded. Can you find any more areas that you can soften right now? And know that that's okay. It's always welcome. Take an inhale back through center. Draw your knees in towards the chest. And take a bend into the knees. Place your hands either on your shins, your ankles, or the outer edges of your feet. Soles of the feet are pointing towards the sky. Again, your shoulders and your lower back is fully grounded. And swaying side by side. Again, releasing that tension, releasing that stress in the lower back. A happy baby pose. Perhaps even bringing a gentle smile here. Smile for showing up on your mat, giving yourself this precious time to connect with yourself, and with your breath. Take one more final inhale. Exhale, release, happy baby. Extend your legs long out in front of you. You can sway the hips side by side. And then come to find a sense of stillness. Allow your legs to flop out to the side. Palms can be facing up towards the sky or in the lower belly. Whatever position here makes you feel supported. If you'd like to grab a bolster or cushion to prop under the knees. Whatever your body's calling for right now, so allowing yourself to fully relax here. letting go of any sense of tension or residual stress in the body, specifically in the lower back. Take 5 more final deep breaths with me here. Inhale fully. Exhale, sigh it out. Next 4 times on your own. Final breath in and exhale. And you're welcome to stay here however long you like, however long you need. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, and I look forward to sharing with you next time. Have a great rest of your day.